These are 5 fantasy series in which you really can't trust anyone. So I love me some morally gray, unpredictable characters, and these are 5 series that are totally packed with them. First up, the entire First Law universe by Joe Abercrombie. So Joe Abercrombie is nicknamed Lord Grimdark for a reason. You can count on his stories being cynical and gritty and painfully realistic, and his characters are always morally gray. The entire First Law universe is just filled with betrayals and shadowy plots and complex motivations. Next, the Ill Saga by Daniel T. Jackson. In the Ill Saga, 4 different protagonists are gifted with supernatural abilities, causing all of them to deeply struggle with the morality of using their powers. This series has multiple great examples of characters who start with pure intentions but are led down ethically questionable roads. Next, the Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. This is one of the only series I've ever read where I truly can't decide which characters I'm rooting for. The conflicts in the story are so complex and multi-layered, with protagonists frequently being forced to make impossible decisions and terrible sacrifices. Next, A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. George R.R. Martin is another author who is legendary for writing morally gray characters who are neither purely good nor purely evil. Characters like Varys and Littlefinger and practically every Lannister are perfect examples of unpredictable, complex characters. And finally, the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. Now, the main characters in the series are all part of prominent crime families, so although you find yourself rooting for them, they are often forced to do terrible, brutal things, usually in the name of loyalty or just preserving their power. These characters are likable and relatable, but not necessarily the best people. So, what's a book or series that really kept you on your toes with its morally questionable characters? Let me know in the comments.